Hey Run Junkies, welcome to Runners Without Limits TV, and recently I was asked to elaborate on cumulative fatigue. The idea that as we progress through a training cycle, we run longer and longer with intermittent step back weeks. The idea is also known as progressive overload, and today I'm going to explain what that means for you and your running journey. Progressive overload, simply put, is gradually increasing at least one variable from week to week. These variables can be time, resistance, or intensity. For example, if you have 15 miles on the plan for the whole of this week, then next week you might have 17 miles on the plan. Or maybe your tempo sets run longer from one week to the next. This also applies to strength training, where you might increase your load from one week to the next, or add reps or sets gradually. So what is the point of progressive overload? Well, when we exercise, we place our bodies under stress from which we have to recover. In between our workouts, our bodies basically say, I don't want that to suck again, so I'm going to adapt to be able to do that workout better next time. However, if we just do the same workouts over and over without gradually increasing our training variables, those physical adaptations will reach a sort of homeostasis. We'll stop adapting because the stressors are no longer significant, at least not significant enough for the body to make changes. That is why you see runs get longer or more intense over time. Most training plans and coaches will try to make changes in one variable at a time, choosing to focus on one variable for a few weeks, then another for the few weeks after that. For example, maybe the next 4 weeks you will see your volume increase, like time or distance. Then the next 4 weeks, you might see increases in intensity with not so much on the volume side. Now that's just one example though, because the possibilities are endless, and they are based on what your goals are for the moment. One thing to keep in mind is that making significant increases in both time and intensity could lead to too much stress, then overtraining and injury. Now you may have heard that these increases should be 10 to 15% from week to week, and this is a good place to start. This is a great way to improve your strength work as well. If you're lifting weights, then from one week to the next, you might try to increase one variable by 2 to 5%. So what benefit does progressive overload have for runners? Well, basically, if we want to see improvement, we have to keep challenging ourselves. We don't get fitter, faster, or stronger in the sport we choose without these increases. But where does the cumulative fatigue piece fit into all of this? Well, you will find that a lot of training plans will build up over the course of a few weeks, include a rest day or two, and then drop back in volume and intensity for a week or so. Then the cycle of progressive overload begins all over again. These increases are all part of the cumulative fatigue. We keep building up in intensity or distance, taking rest days and stepping back, and ultimately progressive overload will help us perform on race day. The cycle of adding stress, recovery, and adaptation prepares us for the goals we've set for ourselves. The bottom line is that progressive overload is not an overnight change, but a gradual cycle of increasing the variables to perform at our best and see improvement over time. These small changes will lead to big goals. But what do you think? Please leave thoughts, questions, comments, and suggestions for future videos in the comment section down below. Please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Until next time, remember, you have no limits. Happy running.